Hi, it's Linda Shriver again, and what I think might be the last videotape for you this module. I know many of you are sad, but this is probably one of my favorite ones because it's the fun stuff. It's all the tools and all the different gadgets that are inside Blackboard. I've hit on a few of those. You'll get to actually use those later on in this module. That's the fun part. But just so we can go ahead and get started on this, you find most of the tools or gadgets fully and completely listed in Toolbox in my course. Many of your other teachers call them tools, tools section. And this can be quite a few of them. In fact, if I turned them all on and gave you the teacher view of it, you would be astounded at the number of, well, let me just do that for you now. Hold on one second. So I'm going to turn on so you will see all the gadgets and great things that your teachers can push out to you if they decided they wanted to do that. So give this just a minute to kind of to turn over. I have actually a very slow internet connection where I am now, so it is taking a while, but I've got the ability to go ahead and turn on all these tools so you can actually see all the different tools that are in there. So while we're waiting for that to turn over, we'll go ahead and take a look at the different tools that you can see right now, and that is the announcements at the top. Good. That did switch over, but took a while. The announcements section. So when you see the announcements tool, and that is not hidden right now for you in our class, that announcements tool just repeats what you see under announcements, what your teacher might put under announcements, any announcements that are made. The My Grades is the same sort of thing. Those are displaying that. Most of these are very self-explanatory. There is a 24/7 help desk for Blackboard help, not for your classroom help, for content help. It is for Blackboard only help. We have some portfolios, the ability to do portfolios. Many teachers don't use that, but that's there. Blackboard Collaborate, let me tell you about that tool. It's one of my favorites, and you will be using that a lot in your classes. That is the ability for you all to jump into a virtual live course. So you can talk with your teachers, you can talk with your classmates. I'm not kidding when I tell you we have our little kindergartners that go into these Blackboard Collaborate classes and play games. Who Stole the Cookie from the Cookie Jar? If those of you remember that game, they play that in this Blackboard Collaborate, as well as all the way up to our 11th and 12th graders. They will get in and do poetry readings. They will do algebra sessions, end of course exam sessions, review sessions, things like that. It gives that teacher the ability to have the whiteboard, the ability to record the class, so you can actually have it recorded, and if you weren't able to make that session, you can go back and listen to it. So that Blackboard Collaborate is my favorite tool. I'll admit to that. It really is. And then as we're skimming down some of these others, we have the ability to put blogs in to courses, calendar, a roster of all the students that are in your class. You can send email. That's one that's open to you. There is a collaboration tool, but there are many, many different collaboration tools, so we usually keep that one closed because there are so many others that do more incredible things than just that one does. And one of them is the discussion board. You'll see a lot of your courses have discussion boards. And there is a section later on in this course that hits on the ethics and behavior and really important stuff that you should know about using discussion boards in your classes. A glossary, so you can have a glossary. If you're in a science class, you can have a glossary actually of words that are in your used frequently in science or in that particular type of science. Your teacher can group you, so if you've got sections in small groups that are working on projects, she can actually group you. We've got my favorites. Okay, I already said Blackboard Collaborate is my favorite, so I can't use that one. But any of these that have this funny little almost W looking thing with the orange, any of these three, Voice Board, Voice Email, and Voice Podcaster, you'll see those in your classes. Those are the ability for you to record your voice. Let's say you're doing a math problem and your teacher wants you to show you how you did that math problem. She might have you record your voice. I took this step and then I did this and then I did that, and put that in a voice board, kind of like a discussion board, but with your voice. Voice email, you'll have your teacher might send you a voice email every now and then. And voice podcaster, and just like a podcast, that actually gives you the ability, or the teacher the ability, to create a podcast. Journals, you will have already experienced that in this class. And messages and the rest are ones we don't use anymore because they've gotten older and been replaced by newer tools. So those are all the really fun tools that are inside Blackboard. And then we also bring others in that are tools that are outside Blackboard, wikis and other tools like that. But for now, I think that's probably hit upon the big ones. Hope this helps and doesn't overwhelm you like it does in some cases. Thank you.